Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Leo Lens, your go-to source for all things box office and Hollywood. Today we're counting down Leonardo DiCaprio's last 5 films at the box office, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. First up, we've got Don't Look Up, the Netflix sensation that took the world by storm with its satirical take on an impending apocalypse. But when it came to the theaters, things didn't quite go as planned, earning just $791K in its opening weekend, despite boasting a star-studded cast and a theme that's sure to get you talking. But hey, streaming stats are where it's at, folks. Don't Look Up skyrocketed on Netflix, setting records for weekly viewership and becoming the most streamed English-language film on the platform. Maybe we just weren't ready for a world-ending comedy in the theaters, but stream it? That's a whole different story. Next up, we've got Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Leonardo DiCaprio. This one had a solid run in theaters, grossing $158 million globally, although it did underperform compared to its $200 million production budget. But hey, Apple's counting on home rentals making up for the marketing shortfall, so maybe this one won't be a complete loss after all. The film started strong, debuting with $23 million and marking Scorsese's third-best opening weekend. However, it did take a bit of a hit in its second and third weekends, but then came the Oscar nominations, and suddenly, Killers of the Flower Moon saw a 3,811% increase in earnings by its 15th week. Talk about a comeback story. Now, let's talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's masterpiece that brought together an all-star cast and took audiences on a wild ride through 1960s Los Angeles. This one had a solid box office performance, grossing $392 million globally, although it did take a bit of a hit in its third weekend. The film's success was driven by Tarantino's reputation and the star-studded cast, with nearly half of the audience showing up specifically to see him direct. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood even surpassed Inglourious Basterds to become Tarantino's second highest-grossing film globally, just behind Django Unchained. Next up, we've got The Wolf of Wall Street, Scorsese's highest-grossing film at the time, with a global total of $407 million. This one was a major hit from start to finish, earning $19.4 million in its first weekend and setting a record in Australia as the highest-grossing R-rated film. The Wolf of Wall Street maintained a steady performance despite some dips in its second and third weekends. But that wasn't enough to stop it from becoming one last major hit for Scorsese and DiCaprio's star power. Last but certainly not least, we've got The Revenant, which grossed a whopping $533 million worldwide, more than doubling its production budget. This film started strong with just 4 theaters in December 2015, earning a modest $474K. But then came the Oscar nominations, and suddenly, The Revenant saw a massive 215% jump in earnings. The Revenant performed incredibly well internationally, especially in markets like China, the UK, and Russia. So there you have it, folks, Leonardo DiCaprio's last 5 films at the box office, ranked from worst to best. Stay tuned to Leo Lens for more box office stories and updates.